Hello and welcome back to the channel for something a little bit different today. It is a review of the first 5 seasons. If you've seen the last episode, we have made it into the Vanarama National League North or South, depending where we end up. I thought this was a perfect time, now we're into the actual base game, to go through the last few seasons and go through what has happened in this save. We're going to have a quick look at season number 1. We were in the United Counties League Premier Division South. We went in there, I think with the media, we were 4th or 5th favourite, but the board were expecting us to avoid relegation. We had a really good season. I mean, we started the season, we lost to Tunbridge Wells in the Cup, lost 3-2 to Rugby, who, as things progressed, they basically are following us up the league. Good results, we went unbeaten then until that defeat in the Cup against Lutterworth. I think our next league defeat would have been against that was FA Vars, so our next league defeat was against Rugby, so between losing against Rugby in the first match of the season and then losing against them, we were unbeaten for that spell in the league. Then lost to Coventry United, Newport Pagnell. I think we got towards the top of the table for 1 point as well. The league table, I've got rid of the league, so I can't look at what the league table was. Rugby won the league. Hinckley Leicester Road came second. Lutterworth Town were 3rd place. So we got promotion there in season number 1. Season number 2 saw us in the Northern Premier League Division 1 Midlands. This season didn't go great. Gonna just have to go into the club info and show you where we finished there. So that season we finished 14th, and the results do come to mind now after that. Really poor season we had. One thing I didn't mention, I've just seen his name. Lewis Clements was a young kid in the first season, scored 33 goals, absolutely fantastic. He's no longer at the club, he left. And look at that running. A 2-1 defeat to Grantham. We drew with FC Romania, who were in the relegation zone with us. Lost to Wisbech, then went to beat top of the league Corn. Morgan Piper played a 9.2, saved a penalty, and we finished 14th in the finish because of it. Corn went on to win the league because Hals Owen dropped points on the final day of the season, which meant, because they could have won the league if they'd have won their game, especially with Corn losing. Season after that, we were in the same division, Northern Premier League Division 1 Midlands. We went on and we finished in 1st place, beating Coventry United and Spalding United to the title that season. I mean, we had some great form. There was a spell here where against Grantham, Northwich and Stamford, these might have been the games on camera where we just couldn't win for love and the money. But a good run towards the end of the season here, especially from the Spalding game down to the Dunstable game where we were unbeaten. Lost probably too many games for our liking. Lost against Bedworth and Lumbutby in the last 3 games of the season as well. So that wasn't great. Very disappointing there. The season before the one just finished, we were in the Southern Premier Central and we had a fantastic crack at it. Probably one too many draws for my liking as well. We're going to just show you the league table. I'm on the wrong screen here. Stages. I'm just going to show you the league table of how we got on. Second in the table, we went out to Leamington in the playoffs. Absolutely awful if you want to check that episode out. It's only like a 6-minute episode. You're not going to lose out much time of your day checking that out. Brackley went up, they must have beat Hensford, and then obviously went on to beat Leamington in the final. Stourbridge went up as champions. We were in with a shout of going up as champions for the most part. A little, like I say, a poor run of form towards the end meant that we had to finish second and accept second as a place. I mean, defeats there against St Neot last day of the season. I think it was that draw against Leamington really that finished us off, because we were in with a shout, but as soon as we dropped points in that run in, we were done. And the season just gone has been probably the best season of this save. Not many defeats in the main part of the season. We lost a few towards the end here, 3 in a row, 4 out of 5 when we were just alternating the team to get some players match time. Defeats against Hensford, against Nuneaton Borough, and those 2 are cup defeats. A defeat against Bromsgrove Sporting after we'd beaten St Neots and Mickletown, who were teams in the playoffs at that stage. So, and we did the double over Rugby, which is something I don't think we've done yet in this save. Fantastic season, and as you would have just saw, if we go forward, the league table looks like this for the end of the season. 88 points. Even with that run-in where we lost 3 of the last 5 games, we still finished 17 points ahead of Sudbury, who finished second. Mickletown finished third. St Neots fell away massively at the end. They finished 9th. Rugby didn't make the playoffs this season. They finished in 8th on 60 points. So what that means is next season we head into the Vanarama, North or South. Finances at the club aren't great. We've got £128,000 worth of debt, nearly £129,000. We have got a decent wage budget. There's £5,000 in there. We will move some of the scouting budget across as well as we look to bring in better players. In terms of what we're going to do to the squad this season, I'm not entirely sure. If we do it by star rating, we've just brought in Marvin Callaghan and Gary Fuller as trialists. We're going to see how good they are before we make a decision on them. We might bring them both in. Gary Fuller's a striker, just bolsters that position. Marvin Callaghan can play pretty much anywhere on the right-hand side. That is pretty much ideal. Physicals are okay. Mentals are decent. Technicals not great. But we will have another look into that in the episode where we do the transfer window. Little 5-year recap of where we are. Just so anyone that wants to join the series from here on out can do. Like I say, we're into the base game right now. In terms of favoured personnel, Diego Di Girolamo has become a little bit of a legend here. He is asking to leave because of concerns of being replaced. Look at his stats. He's been here for, 4 seasons. Well, 3 seasons. He came in into that season there. 34 games in the first season, 34 in the second, 14 this season. He scored 20 goals, assists. He's got 14 of them. Done pretty well. His average rating has been pretty good for us. I mean, if you include the Buxton games in, he's averaging 7.15. So he's about that. Actually, the Buxton rating would have brought him down, so he's probably averaging higher than that for us. Go across. Lewis Hutchins has also made his way into the favourite people. He has been here for 3 seasons, playing a lot of games in those 3 seasons as well. Grabbing goals, grabbing assists, player of the match awards as well. Very good average rating, averaging 7.29 in just under 100 games for us. So he has been a fantastic signing. And the man that I brought up earlier on, Lewis Clements, a striker who hasn't been with a club since... Oh wait, does that say... He's retired. Oh, okay. He's now retired. He came through the club 16 years of age, 30 goals in 37 appearances, 33 in 44 in all competitions. He then got 7 in the division above, 2 the season after that. He then went out on loan to Crowborough Athletic, getting 3 goals in 8 for them. Came back, didn't play in the Southern Premier Central, got released, asked for his release. He ran out his contract and he's unfortunately had to retire now. This is the first I'm finding out about this as well, so we found this out together. We still semi-professional. We did ask to go professional. They said no. Again, look at that media position, 13. So we have absolutely excelled here. Training facilities are up to 1 star, so the youth facilities. We want to try and get the rest up if we can. Meanwhile, with no funds though, it's not going to be something that they're going to look into. So what's the future for this save now? Obviously, we move into the Vanarama regional divisions, either the north or the south. There's only 1 automatic promotion place, as there is in the divisions we've just come through. However, there's 6 playoff places here. So there is a chance that we could make the playoffs. Top 7 obviously gets us a shot of getting promoted. The season after, well, I'll say the season after that, the league after that is the Vanarama National League. Now, from experience and from, obviously, a lot of people know this, getting out of these 2 divisions can be the hardest, especially the Vanarama National League, when you've got those professional league clubs coming down and getting caught in amongst the mess. After that, obviously, League 2, you can, anywhere in the top 7, you could sneak in with a 3rd place finish to get promoted to League 1. So I'm not too worried about that. But as I say, this is just a little recap video for anyone who has either joined the save late or are thinking about watching it. This is what has happened in the first 5 seasons. We move on to what is effectively the base game now, and hopefully we can progress quite quickly, because I don't want to get stuck in the Vanarama leagues for too long if I can help it. I know there's going to be certain challenges in this save. The Vanarama leagues are going to be one of them. That will also be followed by the Championship. That will be another difficult league to get out of. But until then, we do what we can do. If you've enjoyed today's shorter little recap episode, please leave a like on the video, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you next time